Good afternoon. Welcome to Recovering Perfectionist Mama. Grace in Progress. Today we're talking about Stop Measuring Your Worth, the Non-Perfectionist's Guide to Good Enough Motherhood. The Invisible Scorecard. There's a scorecard many mothers are living under, and most of us don't even remember who installed it. It tracks patience, productivity, emotional regulation, screen time, meals, manners, and milestones. And somehow, no matter how much you do, the score never feels high enough. This is what I call the mommy metric. The unspoken belief that you could just do motherhood better. If you could just do motherhood better, you would finally feel at peace. But perfectionism doesn't bring peace. It brings worry. It means continuing to want to measure up. It means continually wanting to do more and more and more and more until you overwhelm and cause yourself exhaustion. It brings vigilance. How motherhood becomes a performance. For recovering perfectionists, motherhood often becomes the final exam. Not because we want to be impressive, but because we want to be safe. Safe from judgment, safe from regret, safe from repeating what hurt us. So we monitor ourselves constantly. Did I respond right? Did I mess them up? Am I doing enough? Am I doing too much? And slowly, the joy of parenting gets crowded out by self-surveillance. You're present, but not at rest. Why the metric never works. The problem with the mommy metric is that it's outcome-based. It asks, are you happy right now? Are they regulated yet? Are they ahead, behind, or just on track? But children are not projects, and parenting is not a performance with a final grade. Perfectionism promises certainty, but motherhood is built on repair, not control. A different way to measure success. What if we stopped measuring motherhood by optics and started measuring it by process? Not, did I get it right, but did I come back? Here are a few non-perfectionist metrics that actually matter. Repair attempts. You don't need to be calm all the time. You need to return when you miss. Emotional availability. Not constant presence, real presence when it counts. Consistency over intensity. Children don't need peak moments, they need predictability. Modeling self-compassion. Letting them see you pause, apologize, and try again. These are not flashy. They don't photograph well. They're not going to be Instagram worthy, maybe not, or TikTok worthy, or any other worthy, right? But they'll be true. They'll be honest. There's something that the kids are going to remember and know about you as their mother, that you love them, that you're safe, that you care about them, and you want their best interests. But they build safety. Letting go of the perfect mom identity. For many recovering perfectionists, this is the hardest part, because being the good mom can quietly replace being the good daughter, the good partner, the good one. Letting go of the metric can feel like letting go of your identity. But here's the truth that changes everything. Your worth as a mother is not something you earn daily. It's something you embody imperfectly. And your children don't need a flawless guide. They need a human one. What children actually learn from you. Children don't learn emotional health from perfection. They learn it from watching you regulate after dysregulation, seeing you name your limits, hearing you say, I don't know, but I'm here. Noticing that mistakes don't end connection. When you release that metric, you give them something priceless. Permission to be human without fear of abandonment. In closing, a gentle reframe. If motherhood feels heavy lately, it may not be because you're failing. It may be because you're measuring something that was never meant to be quantified. You don't need to raise perfect children. You don't need to be a perfect mother. You need to be present enough, honest enough, and willing to repair. That's not settling, that's wisdom. And your children will remember that for a very, very long time and hopefully embody it with their children, right? Because ultimately, none of us are going to be perfect ever. I know how much we'd like to be and how much we think it would save us from a lot of our problems, but ultimately, we are who we are. Imperfectly doing this the best that we can. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I hope that you'll tune in again to Recovering Perfectionist Mama, Grace in Progress. Thank you to every single one of you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.